I guess the cat lady's kind of weird, so maybe we can shake her down and not feel too bad. We can't by chance go back to the maid cafe and get another plate of food, can we? Sometimes when I find my mind drifting off, it sails right into those fluffy pancakes. If I manage to get back to a normal life, I'll eat nothing but cat-shaped pancakes for dessert for the rest of my days. No way I could make them as good as they do here, though. Not unless I magically become a better cook. Whoops, got distracted by sweet, sweet pancakes. Need to go to the cat cafe and put this nasty business to rest. Alright, I guess not. Look, we're here to get a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? Welcome back. I think Tomo remembers you. He must be appreciative of all your help to make him feel better. Although I've had to stop the deliveries of sashimi, even the smell seems to set off his bowels. Another quirk added to an already quirky character. Maybe it's a sign that you were right about the fish. Yeah, listen, we need to talk. Okay, sure. Why the serious face? What's wrong? I need you to sign this. Sign? Sign what? No, it can't be. You work for Katsumi? It's not like that. You come in here holding the same contract she showed me 2 days ago and tell me to sign it? What does that sound like to you exactly? Yeah, I know what it sounds like, but I'm telling you, I don't work for her. Then you don't care about me or the cats. That's even worse. Please, don't make me sign. Whoa. Please, you have to help me. The amount of money they've asked for is out of hand. I'm doing well for now, but if they got their way, I'd be out of business. You have to tell Kasumi. Please, tell her that if this place closes down all these cats, there'll be no place for them to go. The poor kitties. They'd be put down. I can't support them myself. I don't think animal services would let me keep them. I couldn't live with myself if that happened. I'm begging you, Ito. Don't do this. I don't know. Obviously, making her sign it is probably going to get the cat cafe shut down, and it's probably less than professional. Might even take a hit to my sanity. But I have a feeling that we're going to get into some bad trouble if I don't get her to sign it. But you know what? I want to be on the good side of the law today. We already did one bad thing today. You know, held someone hostage with a gun. Let's go good person today. Okay, more professionalism. Doesn't matter what I need from her. I can't make you sign this in good conscience. Hooray! I knew good will prevail in the end. Thanks. How'd you get mixed up with that woman anyway? I need some information from her. You should be careful. I don't know about her, but her thugs are dangerous. Last time they were here, I heard them talking about having to teach a girl from another cafe a lesson or something. Makes me feel sick thinking about it. What else would you expect from guys like that? Breaking legs is probably all they're capable of outside of grunting and drinking. Call me naive, but I don't get how someone can be so two-faced. When I started seeing her face in the papers lately, I couldn't believe it. Surely that ruthless woman they were talking about couldn't be the Kasumi I knew, or so I thought. Guess it's like you said, a tiger can't change its stripes, right? Maybe so. At any rate, you should probably be more careful who you trust in the future. Sorry, I didn't mean to wrap you up in all this. But thank you for not making me sign. So what's your plan? Not sure if I really have one. Maybe I can appeal to her kinder self. If she really is a cat lover, I'm sure she wouldn't want to see the little guys hurt, right? Oh no, I've really gone and got myself into trouble, haven't I? Maybe I should go instead. The contract was given to me, so I'd better deal with it myself. Plus, I get the impression that being confined by the cops hasn't put her in a great mood. I'm sure you don't agree, but I still think there's something good in her. Sometimes I can't help but wonder if she's doing all the things she didn't grow up in. All these things if she didn't grow up into that life. And all the kitties loved her when they played with her. Cats are such good judges of character. I somehow don't think her treatment of animals correlates too much with her treatment of people. Suddenly starting to feel a little queasy, thinking about going back there without the contract. Dang it, Ayami, you've really gotten yourself into one this time, haven't you? No point in dwelling on it now. I've made my mind up and I can't run Yakuza debt collections just because I'm in a tight spot. Take care, don't worry, my kitties are never wrong in judging someone's character. Yeah, sure. I'll think of something, but I need you to lay low and maybe close up shop for a while until I sort something out. We're gonna get our legs broken now. Pancakes, please. Nope. Hey, what are you doing here? Go back. I guess we're taking the cat with us? Honestly, little one, I don't want you to get hurt. Go home. Maybe we'll use the cat as like a bargaining chip, you know? Welcome back. I assume you took care of that little nuisance for me? I didn't have her sign it. I couldn't in good conscience ruin someone's life like that. Let me explain something to you. If I give you something to do, you don't come back until it's done. What? Do you think you're some sort of moral crusader? Helping out the little guy? What'd she tell you anyway? She was a small town girl who couldn't keep up with the big meanies in Tokyo? Put it that way, I guess I do sound like I'm asking a bit much. Did she tell you about all the cats that kept escaping? Or the ones who wandered into nearby businesses? How about the heaps of trash that were piling up around the place? If it weren't for me getting people off her back and cleaning up the place, those cats would probably be dead by now. What we have here, Detective, is a trust issue. You were too quick to take the other side because of who I am, or at least who you think I am. Pity. Kazu? Yes, boss? Take Ito outside and show her what happens when people disappoint me. Don't be too rough. I don't want a repeat of last time. Oh, and leave her face alone. I'd hate for someone to see a black eye and think she might be worthy of sympathy. Keep her jacket here. I like it. It's very chic. Or chick? Did you know my friends tell me when all the police raids are coming? It's pretty handy, really. As a matter of fact, there's one scheduled for tomorrow. I'll be gone, of course, but if they were to find this jacket... Well, who knows what they'd think. It would be a pity if someone recognized it. Kazu, escort her out. Good luck finding that stupid little girl. Hold on, Kazu. Ito, who is this? I guess he's a stowaway from the cat cafe. He is, huh? I see. I love him. Alright, I guess that worked out. Look at his squishy little face. I can't have a detective beating around such a cute little face. What's his name? Beaten? I think his name is Tomo. Tomo? That's not much of a name for a man, is it? I shall call you Mr. Marshmallow. About that blackmail and beating. Oh, forget it. Really? Oh, good. Oh, Ito, lighten up. You're not a liability unless you start talking to your cop friends. And you wouldn't do that, would you? No, they likely wouldn't believe me at this point anyway. My thoughts exactly. So cheer up. How can you stay mad when looking at those big eyes and those little feet? I look at you and I see a woman whose priorities are all wrong, Ito. You don't appreciate what you have, only what you're looking for. That is, until you find it, but then what? What's left? That said, I was serious about this one thing. If you talk to any cops about my business or about my, affections for cats, or anything like that, Kazu might pay a visit to your apartment and pick up where you left off. But who wants to think about all the logistics of dismembering and disposing of a detective's body when you've got these little whiskers rubbing against you? Huh. Sachiko was right. You do genuinely love cats. So why make her sign a contract that would end with her having to put the cats down? Sachiko isn't as perfect and cute as she seems. She might love her cats, but she also has a strange way of caring for them. She owes me a great debt, and it's my right to collect it. If her cafe shut down, I'd make sure to have those cats have a home, though I can't say the same for their owner. This job is about tough decisions, not legal ones like you cops make. In my business, you have to sleep with the choices you make, not leave them at the door when you hand the case over to the courts. Mr. Marshmallow likes being picked up. Aww. He is pretty cute. I'm not sure if you meant for this outcome, but I have to say you have some guts coming back like you did. I thought you'd be another pushover cop to keep in my pocket. I underestimated you. And in doing so, I've given you information on one of my weaknesses. It's funny, really. I spend so much time making sure I'm not seen as the weak woman that all these men expect me to be, that I don't feel like myself sometimes. Something I'm sure you understand quite well. Tell you what, I'll let you have that one little weakness of mine. It's only fair. I know so many of yours, after all. In a different life, maybe we could have been friends. Kazu, stand down for now. Ito, consider yourself lucky. I'll let you keep your jacket tonight. Understood, boss. Alright, forget the cat cafe contract. I'll get one of my boys to deal with it later. What is it you wanted again? I want to speak to Omega's company president, Higashi, about a girl signed to his agency. That's right, our missing agency president, in one of his many projects. What a despicable little man. I'll tell you now, I had no problem taking control of the business from him. I left him as president to keep a few of his clients happy. Decision I regret now. Where is he? Unfortunately, I'm just as in the dark about where he disappeared to as you, I'm afraid. A deal's a deal, though. While you were out, I got an address to one of his old hideouts and the code to get in. Huh, interesting. I wonder where that code might be, or go to, anyway. I can't guarantee you'll find anything there, but I said I'd tell you what I knew, and that's what I know. You haven't sent one of your stooges to check it out for you? Stooges? I like you, but don't push it. As I said earlier, me and my men can't afford to be spotted right now. Especially in an area getting so much special attention. Special attention? Doesn't Kabuchiko get enough attention on its own? Kabuchiko is what it is, but this isn't in Kabuchiko. This particular spot got its reputation, and subsequently its extra police patrols a bit more recently. In fact, I hear there's still an ongoing investigation going on there. I'd heard you'd be intimately familiar with that area and the incident that happened there. My condolences on the loss of your partner, Detective Tanaka, by the way. All the papers are rushing to make you out to be incompetent, or worse yet, some sort of psychotic killer. Maddening, isn't it? My friends in police headquarters say you two were close. That's no way to lose someone you love. I suppose it's not too much to ask what really happened. Was there really someone there that night? Thanks in the condolences, but what happened that night isn't something I want to discuss right now. Suit yourself. Let's change the subject back to Higashi. It took a bit of digging to find that address. Seems he was keeping a second hideout in Shinjuku under a fake name. Now that we know where it is, he probably knows too. I highly doubt he'd be stupid enough to stay holed up in it. But I also doubt he'd be smart enough to completely clear the place out before he left town either. There's probably something in there that would lead us right to him. Get what you want, then let Kazu know where the slime is so we can straighten him out. He'll get those fantasies of running away out of his head. The code to the door is 11235. It's the only keypad lock on the street. You can't miss it. For what it's worth, I wish you good luck finding your little girl, but remember, you can't save them all, Ayami Ito. Oh, and Ito, thanks for bringing me Mr. Marshmallow to me. Being holed up in one place for the last few weeks can be a bit taxing. You know, I remember he loves fresh fish. Fresh fish, huh? Sachiko certainly does have an eccentric taste. Kazu, go pick up some sashimi. Right away, boss. And everything was saved, I think. At least better than the alternative, anyway. Alright. So, back to Shinjuku. 11235. I don't know if we'll have to put that code in, but I have memorized it. Huh, it worked. Looks like Kasumi's tip wasn't a lie. And interesting that it was so close to where we found, our partner and such. I wonder if that means anything, you know? Ugh. What a stench. And, spooky background music, too. I know that smell. Anyone who's worked homicide long enough knows it. The smell of blood. Or potentially, someone's, body falling apart and then, they do that thing after they die where, they release their bowels. Yeah, that thing. Alright, so we have a couple options, it looks like. Seems to be locked. I can't open it. I can't. Seems like the inside of the lock has been filed off. Didn't move at all. Okay. Not going in that way, I guess. The hairpin isn't catching on anything. This isn't going to work. I assume that means it's locked, right? Kick it. I did nothing but hurt my foot. I like the idea that we're just kicking indoors. Oh. Let's ignore that for now. This one won't budge. There's no way I can kick it down. The locks have been tampered with to make them useless. I thought it said something on the wall. I thought it said die, but Ruby is written in blood on the wall. Ruby, wasn't that the girl? Wasn't that like Rihanna's stage name or something? Or am I thinking wrong? That looks... Is that boyfriend character? This is the source of the smell, alright. The body's in pretty bad shape. Whoever did this took enough time to mutilate the corpse. The internal organs have been disturbed. Maybe that's where the organs came from, where the cell phone was at, you know? Maybe removed. What's this? There's a paper bag with the name Higashi written on it. Did Rihanna do this? That's not a good sanity booster. Alright, so we're gonna get spooked on the way out, right? We got some spooky noises happening. We got some spooky lights happening. We got some spooky hands happening. It sounds like something's trying to escape from the inside. Sure, let's touch it. The rattling stopped. Why? Marsh marsh. Shots of various girls, all of them taken in this room. They don't look like the professional headshots an agency would take. They all look so sad and young. Got a pretty good idea what these pictures were used for, and the type of people they might have been sent to. Reina? So it's true. To think you were kept in a place like this. What happened to you? Huh? Something's happening. Spooky things? You're back early. Oh, it's the mask. Yeah, I don't feel well. I think I'll go to bed early tonight. Ruby, don't ignore me. It's been the same excuses over and over. I don't know what you're talking about. Ruby, my sweet little Ruby. I don't know what this voice is. You think because that one song was a hit, you can just stop working? That money's all gone, sweetheart. We spent it all on trying to get you a record deal. Don't you think it's unfair to eat my food and stay here for free without doing any work? Ruby, hey, stop crying. Stop crying, I'm talking to you. Please, I didn't mean it. I'll do another song. I'll make it up to you, I promise. I don't want to. That's exactly why I'm setting up all these meetings for you. You make the right impression with these guys and they'll take you places. Speaking of which, I got a call a little while ago from Masa. Oh, you were the guy that was dead on the floor. Know what he told me? He told me you were being a little disagreeable with him last night at his place. You know he's one of our best clients, don't you? The things he can do for you girls as well. I shouldn't even need to tell you. I sent you to him because he said there was something special about you. In fact, he said out of all the girls he particularly wanted to meet you. I did you a big favor by making that happen. Then you compensate my generosity by sitting in a room, crying and telling me you don't feel well, or whatever excuse you come up with next. I couldn't. He tried to... I don't care what he tried to do. You should have let him. When I took you in, you were a vulnerable tiny girl who was already failing in school. I saw your potential. I already tell how pretty you'd be when you were older. That's all there's been care about, how I look. So what? You think I took you in because of how smart you were? You're an idol. You're supposed to be looked at. Most men would fall over themselves to meet a pretty girl like you, but you ruin it for everyone when you sit there crying. Are you making weird noises, Ruby? What are you doing? I'm sick of looking like an idiot, Ruby. You made me do this. So did we see that on the TV, or did we see like a vision of that, I wonder? Alright, let's look at the TV. Do I want to look away? Assumedly this is that one-hit wonder song that we kind of heard about. Unfortunately, there's not much to look at. Alright, let's look away. Are we able to get into the other doors now? Nothing to see here. Where's that noise coming from? No? Oh, this one's wiggling now. So we had Ruby written on the wall in blood. His blood, presumably. The noise has stopped. Marsha Marsh. Hi, Ruby. Dang it, Ruby. I can't stand to see you like this. You're not gonna feel better staying cooped up in here. Listen, I got you that photo shoot lined up tomorrow. One with Masa. Are you even listening? Don't make me go back. I don't want to go out. Let me stay here. What's wrong with you? Please, please don't make me. I'm afraid to go. As far as I can tell, all you're afraid of is success. I followed over myself to make you a star, but you'll never get anywhere if you lock yourself away. What? You're not going to say anything? You can't treat me this way. I gave you your name, your music, and dang near everything else. Oh, but you think you're special, right? Let me break it to you, honey. You're not. There's loads of other girls in this business just like you. And they do what they have to without complaining about it. They understand how important it is to keep clients happy. And I'm sorry it's not all butterflies and flowers, but you're not some naive little girl anymore. You're a woman now. Hey, Eartha Ruby. I'm trying to give you some advice here, and you're not even listening. Reina. My name is Reina. What'd you just say? Reina? Who's that? Oh yeah, that was the name some pathetic little foster girl I picked up. You want to go back to being her? Just say the word and I'll throw you out there myself. If you think you've got it so bad now, let's count the seconds between you hitting those streets and being back in foster care, or dead in some gutter. Not so talkative now, are we, Raina? Or is it Ruby? The girl who was successful? The girl who could make it if she just did what she was told. Sorry. I lost my temper. But you gotta see things my way. You were special, you know that? I see. I saw so much potential in you. Such a beautiful young girl. Wanted to raise you up and show you what life could be. Then you reject me and everything I can offer you. It's a shame. You're still pretty, Ruby. So pretty. But not when you mope around. Look, I get it. You're a teenager and you want to cry it out, right? Fine, but when you're done with that, you're going back out there. You think I want to send you to all those little meetings with Masa and guys like him? I'd rather you were successful so we don't have to do that. I'm on your side. If you work harder, you wouldn't have to do things like that. Stop crying. You're not a child anymore. I just want to go home. Home? Ha! Where do you think you are? You are home. This is as good as it's going to get for a girl like you. Tomorrow you're going to go with Masa and do whatever it is he tells you to. You'll stop this crying and you'll start making some money. Maybe it was a mistake to think you'd end up being special. Turns out you're just another disappointment. Another whore. Not so... Sorry. That voice hurts my throat a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't do that. If nothing else, our investigation's going up. We've gone from professional to meticulous. That's good. Or not professional, whatever it was, we've gone up to meticulous now, although we're still, not very good in our sanity.